Welcome to our presentation on the future of Pakistan. My name is Bradley Hill.
My name is Shelby Casper.
And I'm Ryan Kwiatkowski.
We will be presenting on how we feel that Pakistan will eventually turn into an authoritarian state in the upcoming years.
So, a contributing factor as to why Pakistan is going towards an authoritarian state is because of most of the population living on the countryside, which makes up about one third. Urbanization rates are at a 3%, which is the fastest growing in South Asia. By 2025, they're estimating that there are nearly half of people will be living in urban areas. The reasons as why fast urbanization is happening is because they are seeking for better living conditions as well as education and for better health. They're also escaping war conditions in war zones. Militants of the Taliban are also blended in with the civilians, which causes an increase in security risks. Population growth is at a rate of 1.5%, with um, of 200 million. Challenges that exist in Pakistan with this issue are growth in population means that there's more demand for energy, housing, healthcare, as well as education. Mass amounts of people leading towards a increase in security issues. The economy will suffer, which will cause civil unrest, as well as the militant personnel coming in to take on full control. Pakistan already struggles with urbanization, which means that with more people, there will be an increase in unsafe living conditions. This will cause the military to take action and create a stronger organized system for its people that will create a stable, functioning economy.
There was a dream of Pakistan becoming a state with systems and rights similar to that of the US, where people could speak freely and believe freely. A more constitutional democracy. Viewpoints such as these existed with a man named Muhammad Ali Jinnah. This was something he believed in firmly for his state and for Pakistan. Had such a vision for Pakistan come true, Pakistan would be very different today. Throughout history, we can see the exilings, coups, and assassinations of political and military leaders. How can there be integrity among a nation? Or how can there stand integrity among a nation whose very leaders cannot lead by example of it? Through all of these years, the military has had influential power in these exiles, coups, and assassinations, putting into power people they support. The military, through all of this, has directly involved or intervened to establish and set control by making things run by their rules, laws, and decisions. Many of the past coups were simply created so a military power could take place. Thus, we see the smaller but larger steps towards an authoritarian state.
Pakistan has a long history of a broken educational system that provides formal education to the wealthy and privileged. The way this system continues to fail provides convincing evidence of an authoritarian rule in Pakistan. According to the Huffington Post, the GDP growth is less than 3%, while the fiscal deficit is at 9%. Moreover, Pakistan still chooses to spend $6 billion US on its military spending, leaving education a meager 2% of its annual budget allowance. Clearly, money needs to be spent where it is needed, and that is on the educational reforms. An educated society yields better results economically and socially. Therefore, Pakistan's Premier Sheriff must act with immediate concern in order to save this crippling nation. As we have seen, money does not get put into the education, with annual spending actually decreasing from 2.6% to 2.3% in recent years. The money is all being put into the military. Their rapid growth and their stronger presence makes it easier and easier for them to assume full control. Dr. Hoffman, president of the World Security Network, argues that the future of Pakistan is education, 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 providing boys and girls know-how and an open-minded version of their great country and the world as it is. Unfortunately, 90% of the U.S. support composes of weaponry from American manufacturers for the military. It is obvious that the military is the most beneficiated program in all of Pakistan, making their power and control superior to any other society within the nation. With the rise of terrorism and an unsuccessful attempt to exterminate it, we see a nation that needs to have a strong leadership with an ability to protect its nuclear weapons. The military in Pakistan is well trained and highly funded. Just as we learned in our drones case, killing one Taliban or ISIS leader only gives rise to another stepping up in his place. Terrorism won't be able to be eliminated, and the growth and influence will incentivize the military to assume complete control of Pakistan and protect their most powerful asset, nuclear bombs. The military is the only organization capable of providing stability and will most definitely take control over the next few years. Pakistan's past is full of military coups, and their future is military rule and an authoritarian state.